since September last year, and it's always a pleasure. I'm also a hostess here, and I like everywhere. That's it, and you, Lara.
Okay, so hi everyone, I am Lara. I am 22. I live in São Paulo. I work with
Since September last year.
I work with IT. I am a data engineer and a Python developer. I am a hostess here on TNT. This is my first immersion, as I say, and I think that's it. So we can start the conversation. Rafael, please tell us about a moment when you felt that you belong and what made you feel that.
A moment that I felt belonging. It's hard, but I don't know. And I one thing that I'm loving to do, it's to go in a samba. So there's a moment that I felt belonging because it's the community. I can enjoy the moment with my friends and with the people that that have the same passion like me of the samba. So it's a good example to me. And the other question is, and for complete, it's like that when you regarding each other and you feel like we are much characters in common, the same patience, and when the other peoples accept you like a human being, and when you feel like you to be a part of the community, it's belonging to me.
Yeah, I agree with you, and also I think that music makes us feel like, you know, it's really good to feel that you belong to some place, because you are always with people that like the same thing as you. What about you, Renan?
Well, when I pass in the governmental contest public for University of Rio de Janeiro, I was trying to pass in the contest to work as a system analyst, and I get this job, and I felt that I belong working that university because it was close to me, to my house, and I meet many friends. So it was very. I was very glad that place, and I've been there for 5 years. So it was. I was very happy there.
Yeah, that's really nice. And what made you feel that, you know, when you feel that you belong to this place?
Well, it was a thing that I wanted so much to start work in that university that was close by my house, and it was a really good job to start my career. So that made me feel so happy that unfortunately I had to get out of that place because I passed in another contest and grow up my career. But I feel very happy to meet another friends.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that when we know how you feel when you belong, we start pursuing this. So you can belong to other places too. It's okay. What about you, Victor?
Actually, I think belong is an interesting topic to make me think about, because as I said, nowadays I'm living in Minas because my college is here. So I'm far from my home and far from my family, and now I belong to the new city, right? And so a moment that I felt I belong is when I started studying at the UFV, and I realized there were other people who are also far from their home and family, so possibly they are feeling the same thing I do.
Yeah, it's good, you're all together. And what made you feel that you are home? This, or you have another feeling like, oh, I know that what made you feel that you belong is that people feel the same as you, but how will you feel, when you notice that people, had the same feeling?
I'm feel comfortable and happy that are other people to and feeling miss of their families like me. And it is, I don't know, it's great to stay with other people,
Yeah.
feeling things like me.
Yeah, I agree with you. And what about you, Bruna?
Yeah, I was trying to think here, like, oh gosh, I have no idea, but I was thinking here, like, I went to a public college when I left school, and I felt I belonged there. But when I changed colleges and I went to a private university, I felt I belonged more. It's weird, but like everybody was there, like working hard, and they didn't have like full, like the time free to study, and I just felt, oh, okay, these guys, they are just like me. We are not rich. We are like working hard to graduate. And in the public college, it was like a lot of people with a lot of money, which is something I am not. And I, even though I had good friends there, the feeling was different, like when I went to the private college, and it was really, really good. So I think the same feeling Victor shared, I felt I belonged to that place because I found similar characteristics. And yeah, that's it.
Very nice. I remember for me, when I changed of school, when I was in high school, and I was really afraid because, I was the new girl, and there was a long time that I was not a new girl, and I was afraid of not fitting. And I remember that I found two friends, Emily and Marco, and then after a few weeks with them, I had this feeling like of grateful and happiness that, okay, I feel that I belong to this place because they made me feel that I belong, I didn't talk with all people in my class, but I feel that it was my place too. So I think that it was something, I don't remember exactly, what we was doing at the moment, but I remember how I felt that, it's really good. So let's do the third question. What do you do when we don't fit in? I am anxious to see the answers. I think that we do, we can do different things when we don't fit in. Bruna.
Well, I must confess, I always do my best to fit in, or to at least try, to build something, like at least to talk about something. I keep trying to find something similar, like trying to talk to the other person, or find someone who I can talk to, and at least try to fit in, Yeah. That's it.
What about you, Rafael?
To me, it's like the first question that I feel like that. The first question that I demand to myself is I really have to feel belong in this community, this part, because if there are sometimes that I just don't realize that that not be my group, so it's the first question. If I respond yes for that questions, it's just take a time, because the belonging to me, it's like when everybody said it's have the characteristics in common and the time. It's about time. We cannot feel belonging to a community if you just arrive in the 1 day, 2 days. So it's need we need to have to patient and like Bruna said, building that connection with the other peoples and realize if the other people's answer to that attempt. It's like that too.
Yeah, your answer is really nice because it made me think that we don't need to fit in all places. We don't have not all places are made for us, and I think that is important to reflect in this. What about you, Victor?
I think it depends on the context, but usually I'm try to stay away from this place on those people, but depends. If I can't just stay away, I agree with Bruno. Also, I'm trying to find anything that I have to similar with other people or place, and building I think match with this.
Yeah. And what about you, Hannah?
Well, I try to understand the difference of the place of the people that I am. I try to act with empathy or understand what is the point of view of the people. So as Bruna, I try to talk, understand the other's point of view and build something to fill in this place.
Yeah, it is important. For me, I think that my friends always call me chameleon because it's kind of that I fit in all places, but I don't feel that I belong to all places. I am okay with all places that I am, and I can deal with that. But it's not the sense of belonging. It's okay if I am here. I can enjoy this place. But I think that it's important what you all say, that we can try, but we can notice when we are not part of this community, when this community is not for us, maybe because of the values or different values and those things. Important. And so the question number 4, that is a lot of related with the question number 3, what are the feelings that come together with the sense of not belonging? For me, it's rejection, but I am also learning that not everything is rejection. It's not because you don't belong to some place that you are rejected, What about you, Rafael?
Yeah, to me, it's the first thought is like a rejection, but it's just because that feeling to me, it's just when I want to be a part of that group, and the problem is for that I demand myself why, and I want to be a part of that group. If that doesn't work. So normally after answer that question and suffer a little bit, I realized that that's not to me. We have the different values, or the community is not open to me. But it's I can't feel in another field, because normally if I demand myself, I ask myself that question, because it doesn't work. So it's a rejection, the first field to me.
Yeah. And what about you, Bruna?
Yes, no, it was really nice what Rafa was saying, that like sometimes I don't know if it's worth it trying to belong to a place if it doesn't match with your I don't know, with your goals, with the things you are looking for, with the person you are. But I just answering the question, I totally agree with you that it's like a feeling of rejection or of like something as if you needed to change yourself to be in that place, like, am I doing the right thing trying to belong to this place? Like, is this what I really want to be and to do? So it's like you are like understanding yourself in a way that you are going to understand if this place really matches to who you are, matches with who you are, and the things you want, basically.
Yeah, I think that we can feel when we belong to some place, we feel acceptable. So sometimes you lie to yourself, like, okay, I belong to this place, but actually, do you belong? This new version of you belong to this place. What about you, Victor?
I don't know really exactly a word, but it's the opposite of trust, I think. I don't remember the word, but I think that's it. I think you don't, when you are the place or with other people's you're not met, I think it's the feeling.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Renan?
Well, I think the normal feeling that the person can feel, it's anxiety, because I know what happens when you are an anxious person. For example, when I try to do an interview with an international company with another language, another culture, I feel anxious, and I feel that sometimes I don't belong that place, but I have to understand this kind of opportunity, for example, and go for it. So, but the feeling that I always feel is anxiety. So I will pick anxiety in this case.
Yeah, it's important, something that you mentioned it, that sometimes you feel that we don't belong. For example, for me, as I grew up as a poor girl, and when I started in university, I always feel that I don't belong in university. Even when I was in university, but it was my place too. Sometimes we feel that we don't belong, but it can be our place, and we can be the first person in this place and can build a community there. I think that it's important too. Sometimes people make us feel that we can belong to this place, but you can fight for our place there. It's important thing. So the next question is, what are the dangers of trying to belong in places you don't fit in? And I don't know how to answer this question, being honest, because I can think in a lot of things, but I don't know if there has dangers. What do you think, Victor?
I don't know too, but let me see the dangers. I don't know really.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Renan?
I think you may stay sad if you force to try to stay in this kind of environment. Sadness can be what you will feel to force to stay in this kind of behavior.
Yeah, it's important, something that you say, because now thinking, probably when we are talking about personal values, if you're trying to fit in some place that you don't fit, you are going against your personal values, and it makes us feel sad. It's sad. What do you think, Fiona?
Yes, totally agree with what you have just said. I think it's I don't know, maybe you're not you are. I think when we try to belong to a place we don't fit in, we are lying to ourselves, you know. Uh, we sometimes we are just there because we don't have any other place, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna change myself just in order to have this feeling, because it's really good to feel you belong to a place, and then like sometimes you change yourself, or you, oh gosh, today is really hard to talk. Yeah, it's like you're changing who you are, and you are not um, respecting your beliefs, or the things you, yeah, the things that are true or right for you. And I think it's hard, you know, when it's
Yeah.
like you are lying to yourself.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that we are just respecting ourselves when we do this. Yeah. What do you think, Rafael?
Yeah, I'm totally agree with you. And to me, the dangers is sadness, the loss of the auto autoesteem. I don't know how to say it, but self confidence, self esteem, and the problem is like that. I think all the communities that we do part change us. It's very interesting. For example, to me, realize that when I entry in a university, I changed my way of my clothes, my way of to be myself. But it's not violent to me, because it was normal like that. It was it's not violent myself, my values. It's just a change. But it's also interesting too. Something that you said a lot. There are some places that we have to be apart, and that's feelings of to belong. Maybe it's important to how to say to find that feel, because it's important to live and we will enjoy improve your participation. But there are like the university, if you don't belong, if you don't feel like you belong, it's important too, because it's important for your life. It's important, it's a space of power, and you have to be there. But it's hard. It's how to say, it's a hard subject, and there are many things involved. So in the game, I don't know how to say, but it's to me it's like that. The problem is when you lost yourself. That's the most dangerous to me.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And something that you say that about losing self-confidence, it's really important, because when I feel that I belong to some place, I feel really brave and I feel really comfortable to being who I am. Like, okay, no one can stop me. But when I am in a place that I don't belong, I always feel that, do I need to change who I am to to be normal? Like, I am not normal. I need to be normal to be in this place. So it's something really good that you say about self-confidence. It's really important to think about this, 6, so what is home to you, and what do you do to make people feel at home? Rafael, can you start with this one?
It's hard. It's really hard. Oh, what is home to me? It's not here in France, but now. To me, it's really interesting to talking about it, because when you change, that's my first time living in another country, in another city. and the first feel that normally foreigner feel, it's I'm not home. And now there are almost 2 years that I'm here, and I started to feel like I'm home. And I think that's yeah, why that's home to me now. It's because I have the friends when I can share my feelings, share my happiness and my sadness too, and so home, it's a place when you feel so, very comfortable to be yourself with all your strangers and your weakness. So that's like that should be home to me. And the other question is, I forgot. Uh, what do you do make people feel at home? It's like that, the creating a space and a connection with the other people, when they can feel and to be the maximum yourself. It's like to me home.
Okay, so if you find someone where you are, and this person is in the same situation that you was when you became to this place, what would you do? Like, what would
What
be
I
the first
do,
step? Yeah, for this
but
person, you know that probably this person has the same feelings as you. So what
yeah.
do you do? Yeah, to
Yeah, no, it's sharing experience. When you talk about your feelings, the other people's in the same situations and probably with the same feelings that you talk to. So if you can, how to say, talk and make a good place for the other people. So we can you start to talk by yourself, by your fears, and normally when you do that, the connection is how to say that, instantáneo. I don't know how to say, but it's not instantáneo, but it's a beginning for create a good relationship and a good place.
Yeah, and something that it was showing on the video, vulnerability. We need to show that are vulnerable to make connections with people. What about you, Victor? When you moved to Minas Gerais, what do you notice that was home to you, and what do you make to feel people at home? What people make to make you feel at home?
I think it's to be in a place where I feel good and I like to be part of, and to make people feel at home and how I feel. I think is creating an environment that I can share my thoughts with other people about my feelings, and the people with other thoughts about different topics, and we discussed, and they created this environment, right, to feel free to share anything.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. What about you, Renan?
Well, home for me, it's a place where I can get some rest. It's a comfortable place, and a place that I have to study or work or read a book. So it's a comfortable place for me. And what do I do to make people feel at home? It's when they get my home, they can make a good conversation, get some laughs, and play video games, and uh, talk some jokes. It's a comfortable place for me.
Yeah, really nice what you said. And for you, Bruna, what is home to you?
You guys said almost everything. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. I think it's about feeling you can be who you are. It's like you feel respected. You feel that like people are worried about you too. It's not just about being who you are, but being respected and maybe feeling understood too. Uh, yeah, I think that's the main point. And what do you do to make people feel at home? Well, I try to listen. I think this is important. Like usually when there is someone like coming for the first time to a place, we feel like home. Like here, I feel I'm home. And when there is someone new here on TNT, I always try to listen to them, to their story, understand how they got here, and like what are the things they want to achieve. Like just listen to the person and understand them and like make them feel comfortable too. I think this is the key point.
Yeah, I think I couldn't agree more. If I need to say something, it would be what you guys already said. We need to feel comfortable. And I think that being home, it's a feeling, it's not a place. But we also, when you have a home, we want people feeling at home in your home, yeah, and it's a good thing. And I agree with all of you. Number 7. So why does being a part of a community matter and what are the benefits of it? For me, I think that being a part of a community is important because we are human beings and, we can't go to any place without the community. We need to be with each other and we need to develop ourselves with each other. And I think that is important, the benefits of it, that you feel brave and you have courage when we have people that has the same values as us. So, when we even when people are different than us, different tastes and like different music and have different traits, when we have the same values, I think that we feel comfortable with what we are, and you feel more brave to do the things that we need to do. And we have this not acceptance, but people always, we always, I don't know how to say this, but like people have our back and we have back of people. I don't know if it is the right expression for this, but I think that's it. What about you, Bruna?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I actually, this is a subject I'm really interested in. And I think now that I've been working as a community manager here, this is like the perfect subject. Well, I think it matters for a lot of reasons, but usually in a community we have the same goal, right? Like just like you were saying, like different people, different days, different places, but they have something in common, right? Like we're here because we want to practice languages and to like we feel we belong to this place because we are respected. And I think this is the key, to being part of a community. And it matters because it's that feeling, I don't know if I think we as human beings, we can't do anything by ourselves, it's impossible. We always need someone with us. And yeah, that's why being part of a community matters. It's not just about being part of a group, because a group, it's like superficial. When you are part of a community, you have something in common, a goal usually. And yeah, that's it. I talked a lot.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. What about you, Hina? What do you think? Why does being a part of a community matter, and what are the benefits of it?
Oh, it's important because some of it's greater than ourselves, and we'll have person that you can count on, and you can have support of this person and being supportive as well, and sharing experiences and of all your experiences, having new connections. So it's important because the benefits, sharing experiences, have connections, have persons that you can count on. So that's it.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Victor?
As the video showed, we are human, right? And we need to meet other people. And when we are in a good environment, we have many benefits, like meeting different cultures and thoughts, sharing what I think, things like that.
Yeah. And you, Rafael?
It's to me, it's like a the first reason. It's the human beings do that, and that's the reason for our existence. In our history. So it's our power is the difference of the other animals is to be a part of group, and we can create the community. It's like it's not just a group. It's a real connection when you can organize ourselves. So for security is the first reason, not the first, but one of the reasons. But the other reasons is to me, it's to be a part of the reason of the existence, the human existence. It's like when you thinking about it, wow, why I'm here, all that anxious that the human beings are, and what's the life, and what doesn't matter. That helps the to be a part of community, helps help to how to say to treat that problems, and enjoy the life. So to me, it's matter, and the benefits. It's the only, to me, it's the only way to good a good life.
Yeah, I agree. And something really interesting what you say about security. You know, we need communities to feel secure. It's important. So 8, are you the kind of person who asks for help, or the kind who tries to solve everything on your own? Why? I will answer, I am someone who tries to solve everything by myself, because I think, okay, I have Google and I can search everything that I want on Google. I have this problem. But sometimes I know that I can learn something by myself, I can do something by myself, but I ask for help, not just because someone will help me, but because I think that I will learn with other person and we can create a connection, you know. So sometimes I ask for help, not just because of the help, but because of the connection and to be with other person. And you, Rafael?
Normally, now I'm in here in France. I learn to demand the help for other people, and normally after that, I love to help other people, but I don't ask for help, and I just realized that the people normally are like me. The people love to help, like to help other people, especially when you feel that there are in connection, and so it's important because we can learn with the other peoples, and you have to realize that we need the help of the other people. So it's not just the help, material help, but the different kind of help. It's like emotional help, just something, an acknowledgement, the materials too. But it's important. It's that creates the connections, and it's really good in life.
Yeah, sometimes we also don't need help, we need support, you know. If there has someone with us, we feel okay to do something. What about you, Victor?
as a developer, I think first I try to solve things on my own, right? Researching, and if uh, I can do anything, maybe I try to find any help. Maybe that's good at work, but maybe not so good of life problems, right? But on the other hand, now I'm living alone, and maybe in the all the problems I must resolve by myself.
Yeah, yeah. And I also think that if people know something, you know, they also know this to help other people, you know. It's and I think that
Yeah.
we need to use more these skills of other person. Oh, and you, Hannah, what do you think?
Yeah, I mostly try to solve things by myself as well. Don't get me wrong, because I really get some help sometimes, but I grew up in that way, and I mostly try to solve all the problems by myself.
Yeah, yeah, I understand you. I can feel you. Something that I see yesterday when I was watching a TED Talks about learning new language is that the first thing that you need to learn when you are learning a new language is how to ask for help. You know, how to ask for people to help you, a new word or sentence or something like this. And yeah, something that I found really interesting. What about you, Bruna?
I'm terrible at asking for help. Just like the guys, I am the one who tries to do everything on my own. But I don't see this as something positive, because sometimes I take a lot of time to do one task, just trying to do it on my own, when I could ask for someone else to help me. And like, this is something Philip always tells me, like, you need to ask for help, you know, because like sometimes I feel I'm bothering the others when I do it. But yeah, it's not true, right? Like sometimes we just need someone to clarify the path, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I think that we can do everything on your own, but you know, you take a lot of time to do this, and people are there to help you. And yeah, but it's hard for me to ask for help too. You know, I always try to do this, but it's hard. I think that we have time for one more question, and something that I want to know for all of you is, what do you think that is the first step to building a community? So what is the first step that you can do to build your own community? We talk a lot about, you know, how we can fit in communities that already exist, but how can we build your own community? Hannah.
I think we have to um, have respect to build a community, because without respect we can understand each other. So with respect we can get some other things in a community.
Okay, yes. What about you, Victor?
I think we have to find a common thing between people to join. Everyone may besides people think different things, right?
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. For you, Bruno, that is a community manager. You're on TNT.
Yes. Well, let's go with the concepts then. First of all, we need to have the same interests. We need people, right? Because it's impossible to have a community with only one person. People, same interests, and communication too. These are the key points. Like a place where they can like talk and share experiences, you know, or share stuff related to the things they are interested in.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you, Rafael, what do you think there are the first step for it?
Yeah, it's hard, but I don't think it's the first step is to be interested in to building the community. I think when we are that propose, it's to be something really important to us, and after that, I totally agree with Bruno, and I just for say another thing. Too, it's the patient and the routine, and also to know that is not easy to build in a community, and you have to create the spaces and it's demanded time. So it's just something more.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. And I will add one more thing. I think that when you are adults, we are always waiting things happen without any action. So, but I think that the first step to building a community is invitation. I think that we are afraid to be rejected when we want to build a community, but I think that always people are always waiting for invitations. You know, do you want to have dinner? Do you want to do something? And I think that invitations is important. We need to have this action to start building communities. I am sad because this time is, you know, finishing. You know, I could talk about this for more 2 hours. But it's okay. I am really happy to this conversation. It was my first immersion, and I really love talking about this topic. So it was really, really good. I will send to you on chat the link for the survey. Okay, so please give a feedback for this immersion. If you want to suggest something, suggest a new topic, feel free to do it. And I hope to see you on the next weekend in the same hour at the same day. Okay. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a great week,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Nice weekend.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.